Morning guys. Want to make a video today about the Hornady case prep trio. Now I've had this unit, I bought it a few years ago actually, and it's had a fair bit of use. On the overall, I've always liked it. It's a very solid unit. It's got some good weight to it. It's got a nice bit of aluminium framework to it. It's robust and it seems well made, or so I thought. I went to use it the other morning. Wanted to redo some 223 cases. Process some 223 cases. So I set everything up. So got some cases. They'd been deprimed, washed, annealed, resized, and of course most of the time when you resize 223, not every time, but you sometimes do get a little bit of overall length on the cases. So I thought I'll break out the trimmer. Well, it's on the bench anyway. But so I trimmed the cases, and I thought I'm going to chamfer and deburr, and that's where this tool is always come in handy. So I fired the unit up, and it starts off okay, and about 3 or 4 seconds into it I hear a click, like some sort of like a snap. I was like, what the hell is that? So I switched the machine off. I kind of mess around with the little metal rods that are sticking out, give them a rotate and see if they're kind of like loose and stuff. So I plug it back in, start it up again, and it's just making this really weird noise, and I can just hear something clicking around. So I thought, I'm not happy with this. So I take off the unit face to find out what's inside. I was always curious anyway. I wanted to sort of see what kind of gearing system was on there. And sure enough, when I took the face off, it was one of those moments where you're thinking, great, it's broken, and what am I going to do about it? So in my head I quickly thought, there must be some parts for this. There must be some replacement parts, you know, from Hornady or whatever. So I'm going to show you what is inside there in this second. I take off the face, and inside is not what I thought was going to be in there. To be honest, I thought, wow, this looks great on the outside, but then the bits that actually do the driving, what a letdown. What a complete letdown. I just don't understand it at all. Anyway, let me show you what I found, and we'll go from there anyway, so just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so here's the unit on the bench. Now before I take the face off, I have got the screws just slightly undone here, just so that I don't have to use a screwdriver, and I'm going to plug the unit in, and I want to show you that it is actually working, okay, just like it should be. Alright, so nothing wrong with the motor at all. Let me just unplug that. Let's take this face off. Come on. Alright. So, there's the drive gear. This little bit of plastic. This little plastic cog. And these are the metal rods that stick out, and then you have the hole inside where you screw on your tools, and they just slot in there. Now you can sort of see how much wiggle room that's in there. You know, they're not the most secure things, but you know, they kind of do the job. And then you've got the cog itself, and you can see this one is broken, but that would normally fit in there and then get turned round. And here's another one. Might as well show you them all now. And this is the gearing system. These little bits of plastic. Not what I thought was going to be in there, to be fair, but you can see that is what's driving this. And you know, the first one broke, then the next one broke when I tried to put the machine on, and sorry, the first one broke and I took the cover off, and I thought, okay, fine, I'll just use two of them for now, just get through these cases. I put the machine back together, turn it on, and the next one breaks. So then I take the cover off again, and there seems to be one whole one left. Now the only reason I've sort of stopped there is because I didn't want to break this other one if there may be a chance that I can probably ask someone if they can 3D print me another cog. Now I did come across a site where a guy has a 3D print of one he's made himself, and what that basically is, he's 3D printed this whole piece. So the whole piece is made of plastic. I don't know what kind of plastic it is or anything like that, but he 3D prints the whole piece. I did try to contact him to sort of say, would you sell them already made? I mean, I don't have a 3D printer. I don't really know anyone that has one myself, but it might be something I might look into. But the bottom line is, I went on to Hornady's website, and they don't do replacement parts for it. Which is just great. I checked the prices of these, and they still run today, which are more expensive than what I paid for it. I think I paid this something like about £120 in the UK, and these are going for between £150 to £175 there, give or take. Some of them are, I think, even a little bit more than that, which I think is disgusting, really. And so I'll just get a tissue to wipe my hand down. And so I thought, there's no help on the Hornady website to be able to order some more parts for this. So basically I have £150 to £175 unit that now is no good to me. No, it's worthless unless I can get these replaced. But for the love of God, you know, why can't they just give you another set of these in the box? I mean, the bits of plastic. You know, are you telling me out of the money that you're charging for this unit that you can't just give them at least another set? But even failing that, why can't you just make these better? You've got a great little unit inside here. It's a high torque unit. Come on. I mean, couldn't you just made this out of something else? Even, I don't know, aluminium or something. Yeah, alright, there's a little bit more of a cost, but the cost is already in there. And now I've got a unit that I can't even use, which really ticks me off. So, you know, if at some point someone can 3D print me something, I don't know, I'm going to have to investigate that. It's something I can't do because I don't have a 3D printer, and I don't want to buy one just to sort of make these. Anyway, so that is that. I'll have to just see what I can do, if there's going to be any chance of saving that sometime in the future. So really disappointed in the fact that I now have an expensive unit, as far as I'm concerned, that I can't use, just simply because 3 pieces of plastic, probably even that one would go as well, I imagine. Let's say 4 pieces of plastic has made this now unusable, which I just think is, you know, terrible. But anyway, what I want to show you today as well is something that I came up with that actually is going to replace this for me. If I ever get this to be fixed again, fine, I'll keep it as a backup if I can ever get these things replaced. But so bear with me 1 minute, and I want to get something set up and show you what I have in place now that I can quite happily go forward, and it's not even a hindrance. So just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so what have I come up with? K&M has come to my rescue. This is a K&M Power Grip. It's basically a shell holder inside a hex bit driver, and then you have this outer collar where you take a case, you slide it in, and then just use the collar to chuck it up and hold it. Okay. Here I have a little Bosch X driver. That sits there. Now you can take a case and just make sure you got it straight. I know this is not going to be as quick as that, but let me just show you something. And you now can take a dual tool like this, chamfer and deburr tool, which replaces them two, which would be on the either side of the machine. Okay, now you can just offer it up. Oops, sorry. You'll never catch that. Anyway, let me just show you. Now I don't know if this is going to focus on there, but it makes a great job of chamfer and deburr in that case mouth. and I've looked at this underneath a sort of magnifying glass, and it does a very, very nice job. Let's try another one. So once you get into the rhythm, it's a bit more awkward for me because I'm leaning over the camera. Now I've used this for my neck turning, and they've come out great. And don't worry about the that little bit of movement on there, because that actually works in conjunction with your hand, and it works absolutely fine. Let me just see if I can possibly give a little bit of a close-up. Anyway, I hope you can see that, but trust me, it's very nice and clean, and it does what I need it to do. So this tool now, and with this, which is basically those two spliced together, works absolutely brilliantly. I get no fatigue, as this is just resting on here. With this one, you can either pull the handle there, or you've got this part of the power button there, and you just pull it back. Now, don't be worried about, like I said, don't be worried about this little bit of play. It's not like you're going to get bent cases or anything. It totally works fine, because you've got movement in your hand and it just works together. And you apply just the same light pressure, just enough so that it feels like it's, you know, cutting, and then you'll feel it kind of smooth out, so you know that you've done enough. And like I said, it makes a really, really nice job. Exactly what that does, other than the fact that that's bench top, and yes, you know, you don't have to use this hand, but most of the time you'd always have your hand on this one just to hold it in place anyway. So this is the same sort of principle. Okay, you don't have a switch on this where it leaves the motor running continuously. Do I need that? Not particularly, because when I've done a case, you know, you put it in there, you do it, do what you need to do, take the case out, put the next one in. Why do I need to keep running that when I don't have to? Saves battery power. I don't use any electricity with this, so again, a little bit of a cost saving there. But absolutely love this idea. Now, I'm not saying that someone shouldn't go out and get a big station. If that's what you want, and you feel that you really use all these little pocket tools, I don't. Sorry, but there's something that I just don't use in my cases. I have other better tools to use, to uniform pockets, flash hole deburring, all that sort of stuff. I have better tools than what's these little cheap tools that you get on here. But this for me now is same principle. Okay, I don't have two heads, but I'm holding the two heads. Same as what these would be. You do it from that side, you do it from that side, and then you take out your case. Whereas for me, I'm going to be putting my case in. It's going to take me a couple of extra seconds. Who cares? No big deal. You then, like I said, let me show you one more time. Where's that case? That's what you need. like I said, if that time bothers you, then by all means get a big station if that's what you need and you want that on your bench. That's absolutely fine. I don't. I've got enough stuff on here that I don't really need another whole big massive unit sitting and clogging up my bench. It's absolutely not essential for me to have something like that, because I'm only literally going to use 2 of the tools, which is the chamfer and deburr. But if other people, you know, they really want to use those other little tools are on there, then, you know, then maybe a big unit is for you. If you want something very short and sweet, doesn't take any room up, but this tool from K&M has definitely come to my rescue. It's perfect for what I need, does the job that replaces that for me, with just using this dual tool here. It's just a simple bump and bump, and that's it. Couldn't be happier with that. Well, okay guys, so that is really all I have today. Basically I wanted to rant to Hornady that this is not good. Now I know that there's other people out there that have had this same problem, because I've read it on customer comments, like on Amazon and stuff. Now I don't understand why a lot more people are not doing videos about this, because this is something that really needs to be shown. And basically, you know, I've got a tool here now, like I said, worth up to £175 or even more, and I can't use it, and it's just ridiculous, just for some 3 pieces of plastic that has rendered this now worthless, or not worthless but unusable, let's put it that way. But I would love to try and see if I could ever get these replaced by some sort of, I don't know, maybe you could cast some out of aluminium or something like that. I mean, I'm sure that it can be saved, but you know, I don't have any tools to be able to fix this. This parts need to be actually replaced, but usually with better parts. Otherwise, even if I was to have spare plastic cogs, the same thing's going to happen. I mean, you're talking about some sort of plastic that needs to be, I don't know, some polymer that is more harder wearing, more resistant to breaking or cracking like this. So anyway guys, that's all I have today. A little bit of a rant. Hopefully Hornady, get your shit together. This is not acceptable, and I hope other people, if you are having this problem, if you've come up with a better solution to fix it, please let me know. But that's all I have. Take care. Bye bye.